human beings in the form of slaves were kept over here. During the peak of the trade, they could have between 50 to 60 human beings.
We just got here right now, and this is Osu Castle, according to what I've been told. Originally from Igbo, apparently they moved all the way from Igbo land to settle here. So these people are originally Nigerians before they kind of integrated with the Ghanaians here, but they are not Ghanaians.
Please, Samuel Akwa from Ghana Museums and Monument Board.
All right, thank you very much. So here we go. Where are we starting from?
Good. So we're starting right from here.
From here.
To know the history of the castle. Very good. So this castle was built by the Danes, people from Denmark.
Okay.
They built this structure in 1661 after they bought the land from Chief Okakwe of Osu. Okay. The Danes paid 3,200 gold florins in order to have access to build this castle. But they were not the first to be here. In 1652, it was the Swedes that built an earthen lodge over here. So when the Danes took over, they had to break down the earthen lodge, used stones to put up this new structure, and named it after King Christian IV of Denmark. Okay. So the name of the castle, Christiansborg, means Christian's stone. But because we are in Osu, we say Osu Castle.
Okay.
And the word Osu itself originates from the Igbo land in Nigeria. The word Osu, according to the Igbos, means an outcast. So these were outcasts that migrated from Nigeria, settled here long before they sold part of the land to the Danes to build the castle.
Okay, interesting.
The castle gardens we are looking at here was the ancestral home of the Osu people that settled here up until 1894, when the British bombarded their homes and converted it into this nice garden we have here. Back to the castle. During the slave trade era, a powerful chief from Akwamufie defeated the Danes here in 1693, took possession of the castle, installed himself the governor of the castle, and after a year of being in charge, he sold the castle back to the Danes for 50 marks of gold and left with all the keys of the castle to his hometown in Akwamufie. As we speak today, if you go to Akwamufie, the original keys are now part of the chief's possessions, where they display to the world that somebody from that small town was the first black governor of Christians.
So where is Akwamu?
The Akwamu is located close to the Adome Bridge.
Okay,
after the Adome Bridge, Akosombo area.
That's the eastern region.
That's in the eastern region of Ghana.
All right.
So once the Danes repossessed the castle, they continued with their slave trading activities again until 1803. When Denmark became the first European country to abolish slavery. And according to their own records, over 100,000 slaves were taken from Christiansborg. All of them were taken to the 3 U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, St. Joseph, and St. Croix. Those islands belonged to the Danes until 1917, when they sold it to the U.S., hence the name U.S. Virgin Islands today. Oh. Back in the castle, the Danes once again sold this castle to the British in 1850, and the British paid £10,000 to have access over here. We also visit some of the dungeons that the slaves were kept. We go to the door of no return, the Queen's room, Rollins' office, and of course,
is that the first president?
No, the longest serving president of Ghana.
He took over from
Dr. Hillary in 1981.
He was the military man, right?
Yeah, the fair one.
Well, he was the one that introduced democracy
in 1980. 50-50.
So, Ghana got democracy in 1992.
We had democracy from 1957, but there were a series of coup d'etats.
Coup d'etat?
Yes, 66. Good. So we mentioned about the date looking here, this is the first one that is 1790. But you can be you see another one. You have 1797 also right over here. Now wherever you see 7, the stands for King Christian the 7th of Henry. Human beings in the form of slaves were kept over here. During the peak of the trade, they could have between 50 to 60 human beings
Here.
in chains in this place.
In chains.
In chains.
That's serious.
The gutter you are using were serving as the latrine. So if they want to urinate, if they want to vomit, this is the space.
Wow.
Everything happens.
But they have this ventilation.
Exactly. So we have with the big iron bars. And that is how thick the walls of the castle are.
Interesting.
That is the thickness. There's no room here. It's just a wall.
So were these built or is it a
They
rock?
were built. They were all built, just rocks on top of each other. They used stones, mortar, and lime
Wow.
with few iron rods to secure it as well. Between 3 to 6 months after being kept here, finally when the ships arrive for them to be taken out, they take them through the exit point, which we call the door of no return. We'll go through the door of no return later on, but for now, let's continue to the courtyard.
Okay.
Walkway. Then again, you also have the front view of the castle
Okay.
at the back of it. In 2007, this was still the seat of government, and 50 cedis was the highest denomination.
Okay.
So they placed it there. Now the highest is 200.
200, yeah.
And the seat of government is the Jubilee House.
So in 2007, here was,
The president was staying here.
oh my God.
This was the
The
residence.
Jubilee, where you people call Jubilee.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Exactly. And
Then this place must be really nice then.
yeah, it was very nice back in those days. Just about 5 years ago, when they left here, and you have, let's look in this way.
Interesting.
All VIP visitors use the. So this is one of the nice locations in the castle for taking photographs.
Okay.
So Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, J.J. Rollins, you normally find them seated here with this as the background.
And they have swimming pool.
That's the swimming
It was built in those
80s.
days. Wow.
In the early 80s.
That's interesting. After taking those lovely views, they give us nice.
So, but this, there's something I noticed there. I noticed this castle is smaller than the one at
Cape Coast.
Cape Coast.
By length, it's even bigger, percent of it. It starts from the main gate,
Oh, okay.
where you park the car to here. So you can just imagine.
Can you tell us when the slave trade actually ended in this place?
1803.
1803.
We're heading to now.
We are going to the chapel.
To the chapel.
Yes, built directly on top of the dungeons.
So we are going to the chapel. But what I notice here is that unlike the restaurants that I've gone to, now they've reserved some places for offices.
Exactly.
It means we are not getting the whole package of the place,
No.
the whole vibe of the place.
So for here, once everybody moves out, it's going to be converted into a presidential museum of leadership and governance. That is the future of this place.
Okay.
Very good. Welcome to St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church. This was built in 1679 by the Portuguese, when they also had the chance of staying in the castle for 4 years. And because they were Christians and Catholics, they built this chapel on top of the dungeons. That's how come the holes in the dungeons were sealed.
Okay. And this photograph are for?
Yeah. Again, in 1828, the same room was also used by the Basel missionaries from Switzerland. This is where they started the Presbyterian Church in Ghana from. This is the image of Asmeni. This is the Ghanaian that defeated the Danes and took over the castle.
Okay.
He put on their governor's jacket and said, I am the new governor of Christiansburg. The first image there, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, our first prime minister and first president. This is the father of the current president, Edward Akufo-Addo.
Okay.
He was a ceremonial president in 1972. His son is now the president of Ghana. Yeah. J.A. Kufuor, between 2000 to 2008, he was our president. Then Jerry John Rawlings, 1981 to 2000, the longest serving president of Ghana. General Akufo, General Champon, General Afrifa, these were all military leaders that ruled Ghana at a point in time.
Okay.
Good. Please.
Wow.
Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings.
Okay.
This is the office that he used when he was our president for 19 years.
19
This is
years.
also called observation post, because right from here, you could see all the way from Independence Square, the main gate, whoever is coming in, whatever they were coming to do, he was in a position to see them before they even enter the castle.
So this was the shed that he was actually using.
He happens to be the only president to use here, and the things that we have here as well.
Wow.
He was also a pilot.
Yeah, he can actually see everywhere.
Exactly. He was also a pilot. So in the middle of the garden, you have 5 spots there where the helicopter was always parked. If he feels threatened, he just runs down and flies out of here. And in one of those flights, the helicopter got broken down in a breeze.
Okay, that was the first helicopter that Queen Elizabeth gave the military
regime at the time.
But God spoiled and they were unable to fix it.
Exactly.
After taking the gold, the treasure.
All right, from here we are going to the door of no
return.
As you go, the Lord said you know the
Yes, sir. Yeah, lost forever. But now the reason why we get Obama with that too. Assuming they don't sell those men out. So meaning after the door of no return, then we've ended the.
Exactly.
Man, this one is short compared. This was the shortest.
I can say I'm back online. I'm Peketwano. That leads to the door of no return.
That leads to the doors of no return. So follow me. Let me show you guys.
The staircase that leads to the door of no return.
Once you, in those days, once you get here, there's no going back. You do so forever. You understand? But thank God today.
So when you
Right through this door, you never have the boat
already
the
parked
bigger
outside.
safe,
Yeah.
exactly. The bigger safe will be about 200 meters away. This is where they load all of them straight into the Virgin Islands. Which happens to be the ancestral home of the Osu Alata community in Ghana. Historically, the word Osu from the Igbo land means an outcast. So These were outcasts that migrated all the way from Nigeria, settled here long before they sold part of the land to the Danes to build the castle. When the Danes were leaving, they sold the castle to the British. The British moved in here and in 1894 introduced what we call poll tax over here, which was not so
accepted
by the people over here. So it became a fight. The British had to use their navy ships to bombard the communities or the homes of the Osu people here. And in each place is this nice house or the nice garden that they placed here. And because this is the ancestral home of the Osu people, every year during celebration of their festival, Homowo, this is where the people pray to their ancestors. Wow. As a matter of fact, they have a shrine here where they pray to their gods every Tuesday.
So yes. They still come here even
every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
They come and pray to their gods. During the celebration of their festival as well, they come here and also pray to their gods for how far they've brought them. This is the story of the Osus in Christiansburg, Osu Castle. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much. We appreciate for your time.